Hi everyone, and welcome to Calm Creations Flosstube. My name is Tia, and this is my little channel here on YouTube where I share all my crafty bits and pieces. Today is Tuesday, so it is CraftTube Day. And I just want to start by sending virtual hugs as normal to Emily, Deb R from Frog Cottage Designs, Chrissy, Aussie Maria, Sue B, Cheryl and Henry. Hi Henry. Okay, so those are my virtual hugs. Thank you very much for your wonderful comments and coming and hanging out with me and watching what I've been up to. So I really do appreciate it. So hang on, I need that because I've even written notes today. There's a big pile of stuff. I've got quite a bit of stuff to go through, so strap yourselves in. Let's go. We'll start with our cards. So the first one is our mindfulness card. Turn it around the right way. So this one is self-care. Okay, Saturday night at home. Self-care is about knowing when your resources are running low and giving yourself the time and space to recharge. Staying in and having some alone time is not selfish, it is self-preservation. In fact, looking after ourselves means we have more energy for others. So when guilt sets in and you are feeling drained, be kind and allow yourself to stay at home. Here are some things you can do instead of going out. Binge watch your favourite show. Give yourself a mani-pedi. Listen to your favourite music. Listen to TED Talks that inspire you. Get into your comfiest clothes. Light a scented candle. Apply a face mask. Do some journaling. Get your craft on. I like it. That was a big one. That was a big one. I really like it. Okay, so that is mindfulness. Who are you? Okay, connections. Connections. Is there someone you need to forgive? If so, why haven't you forgiven them yet? Interesting. Okay, so that is connections. Okay, so those are our two cards. Right, travel stitching. No, I haven't done any on my travel stitching, which is my Tribal Turtle by Mo's Sale. So there's been nothing done there, but current stitching. So we'll start with the 2 stitch alongs that I'm doing with the Fat Quarter Shop. So the first one is Season 2, A Year of Celebrations Continues by HandsOnDesign. And I am working on the little October block down there, and it's a big pumpkin. Okay, so let me show you that. I'll just move all this out of the way. Okay. Right, so I've started, when I first started stitching a bazillion years ago, I used to stitch in hand. And then, you know, hoops were a thing, and then now there's Q-snaps and frames, and but I'm trying my hand at hand stitching again, and I think why I'm doing it is with this piece, it's quite a loose weave, and anyway, so this is where I'm up to. Oh, here we go. We're going to do this. I can't use that. I'll just shove this behind there. So there's where I'm up to on the pumpkin for the November block. Bring it straight here. So I've just got another little bit of a side to do up here, and then a stalk thing, and then I think there's like a rainbow shape of leaves and things coming around the top. So, and I'm enjoying the stitching in hand again. I'm only doing it with this piece, but yeah, it's enjoyable again. So that is that one. Now the other one that I joined in on was the support cell, and it's the design by Laurie Holt. It's called Support Group, so it looks like that. And so it's one row every week. When I started, I did week 2 first, and now I'm up to week 1. So, and then this week will be week 3, which is where I should be. So this is where I'm up to on support group. So I've done week 1 and week 2. I haven't filled in the white part here on this bra yet. I've got to do that, and then on the other end, this one I haven't done. Now what colour were they? I think they were, I don't even know what colour they were meant to be. Hang on, let me tell you. Like a denim blue, but I'm going to put beads in that one. So I've done some fancy stitching on these bra straps, and I was playing hoop chicken and I got right close to the hoop and I didn't even have to move it. That was fun. So that is support group. My kit finally arrived last week, so I got the little enamel needle minder and the floss, the fabric, the floss drops and everything for it. So that all came in. That's the only haul that I had. It wasn't really haul. So that is my 2 pieces with the Fat Quarter Shop. Let me try and make room over here. Right, what is next? This week's stitching is going to be, last week's stitching was Snow Queen by Nora Corbett, which is going to look like, hang on, let me get everything organised, which is going to look like that when it's finished. And I only did a tiny bit of white here in his mane. I didn't get very much done on it at all. So you probably won't even be able to tell. So that is where I'm up to on Snow Queen. So that'll be going away now. And then this week's stitching is Aussie Christmas by Frog Cottage Designs. So that is that one. And this is my starting point. So this will be getting started this week. So starting from today. And I'll finish the H and do the C and the echidna and all the little Aussie animals. So that is my Aussie Christmas. And then next week, that can go there. Next week is Christmas 2 by Sarah Marchetti, and this is my biggest piece. It's a Heaven and Earth Designs, and it is 700 by 500, so it's huge. It's going to take me 700 years to finish it, but I have a plan. Okay, so this is where I'm up to, and this is for next week. You'll have to excuse all the little danglies. Get all those out of the way. There's probably dust and all sorts living on this one, but this is where I'm up to on this piece. That makes no difference. Put that down there. We'll just zoom on in. So I've done, I don't even know what percentage I'm at. Up in the top left corner, there's a greenery, and there's the starting of a dangly bauble. It's got all of those, they're like a ball on the top, and they've got like an icicle type thing coming down. So that is Christmas 2, and this is being stitched on 18 count easy guide. So I love this. I love Christmas. It's my favourite. So that is next week's stitching. Okay, so current stitching, this week's stitching, next week's stitching. Right, so I've got some fully finished projects. Last week I did a little series on YouTube where I filmed every day and chose a project to work on the next day, and then came back each day with the progress. So in doing that, it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. I sort of pushed myself to my limits, and yeah, had lots of fun, enjoyed all the comments, and got some projects finished, which was the goal. So the first finished project is Halloween Silhouettes by Doreen Jones. So that's the little owl, and then I glued pom-poms all the way around and made some little pins, and then made a little pom-pom spider. So this hangs up over there. How do I do this? Oh god, that feels awkward. Up there. Okay, and then the other one I finished as sort of a bit of a bonus finish was Quaker Bat by the Work Basket, and this is the fabric. I had this left out from when I did the tribute piece to the Queen, when I did the Union Jack flag, and this is the same fabric, so, and it matched perfectly. So I used that. I haven't finished the back, it's just on a piece of mat board, and then I used a bit of Halloween tinsel for the hanger, and then some little corduroy brads, and it is all finished. So that is that one. Now the other one, what else? Where did my list go? Oh, the Prairie School ornaments, hang on. They all got finished. I'll grab one. So they're all finished the same. All I had to do was sew up the bottom and add the trim. So all of those are now done and hanging on that little tree over there. So those are all done. The rainbow cushion I finished, but that's at work. The transparent embroidery, I didn't get that finished, but I got quite a bit done on it. So I will show you that. This is just so hard to show, but anyway, which is the right way? That's the right way. The natives are here. There was one in my room the other night and I just about died. I couldn't go to sleep and it was up on the wall, and so I got the feather duster. I was trying to shoo it out. Oh my god, it was a nightmare. Anyway, I got it out. So, transparent embroidery kit. This is called Little Daisy. So when I first started it at the beginning of the spring soiree, I'd only done, I think, this leaf, this stem, and one of the other stems, and so I've done all the stems and the leaves, and then I'm just going in and doing the daisies. Use that. I'll make that work. And in the middle of the daisies are French knots. So that is that one. And I worked on my elusive sock. That is going to be an orphan sock at the rate I'm going. But I've since done a little bit more on it. Maria, you'll be so proud. Okay, so how does this work? When I first started it, I'd only done down to the third marker. 1, 2, 3. And then now I've done the heel turn and I'm just working on the toe to get it the right length. I need to buy some sock blockers. I don't have any. So there's the progress on the sock. So that is a vanilla sock, and the pattern is by the Crazy Sock Lady on YouTube, and I bought her patterns on Etsy. So that is the sock pattern. That's that one. And the diamond painting. So I didn't finish it on the day that I drew the card for, but I did finish it, I think, a few days later. So there's my welcome diamond painting. I still haven't framed it yet, as you can see, but I will be doing that. So that's all finished. So out of all of the 7 projects, 1, 2, 3, 4 I finished, and 3, well, the Christmas quilt I didn't work on because I drew that on the very last day, and Spencer was here, so there was no way I could have done that while he was here. So that is the Spring Soiree series that I have done. And then what else have I been working on? I've done a little bit on my chevron blanket. I think the last time I showed it, I had just started the cream row. So I've now finished the cream row and I'm ready to go on to orange again. So that's all coming along nicely. That is my chevron blanket. Now, the other thing that I've worked on today, I started it probably about 6 months ago, and put it down and hadn't done anything on it, and that was my slow stitch needle book. Hang on. I've got potion. So I put on Dizzy Stitches Stitch with me today and did some work on my slow stitch needle book. So here's how it's coming along. So this is what it's gonna look like. It's still all in parts, but I've stamped pins and needles here and a stamp of a little spool and a needle. I've embellished it with some little ribbon flowers. There's one there, and I've done all sorts of different stitches. I've put pearls around this part of it. This is the spine, so that's gonna, and I'm going to keep it raw. I like the look, and I put buttons down there. I like the look of the frayed edges. It's not going to have a binding. It's not going to have any batting showing through, but it's just going to be the raw needle book. So I'll show you inside if I can. So what I'll do is I'll pull that section out. So this is the inside. I should show you the back too. Right, so there's the back. I'll pin that on there and clip that there. Right, stay. Okay, so there's the front and the back. So this is the folded bit. And then on the inside, this is how it's still all pinned together. This is how it is on the inside. So if we fold that, no. So these are pockets, or going to be pockets. And on this side, and then it folds over. This little part here is where my scissors are going to go, and there's magnets in there so that they're not going to just drop out. So they're magneted in, and so that's, and then those bits will, so hard to show without stabbing myself. So there. I'm not going to do anything up along the top, and I've just got to embellish. I've thread basted all of that part, all ready to do my slow stitching on, the same as the front. So, and then that goes like that. So there's the, that's it closed, that's the back. And then I've just put all the pages together how I want them to be. So these are just calico with felt, and again I've stamped all the words of the different kinds of needles there are. So they're all done, and they're all going to have a patch of felt on them. And then it'll be sewn into the middle of the book, and I'm going to write on here somewhere what that type of needle is for, what its job is, because I can never remember. I just pick up a needle and use it. But it'll be nice to have the right needle for the right job. So that is my slow stitch needle book. And I don't know how I'm going to do the closure yet. I think I'm going to do a buckle. I can't remember. So I think that's about it from me. Thank you very much for joining me today and seeing all my craziness, and I will see you all again next week. Hope you have a great crafty week, everyone, and see you then. Bye. Hang on, I'm back. I was going to draw the giveaway for the prize from the Fat Quarter Shop, but I've decided that I'm going to give it a few more days and draw it on Friday, just so that today's viewers can have a chance to enter. So you've got to go back and watch the impromptu floss tube extra video and comment on that one. Make sure you're a public subscriber, because I have found that one of the entries isn't a public subscriber. And I will draw it on Friday. So what you'll be winning is 25 count Lugana in the colour Overcast by, it's Vintage Cloth by Laurie Holt. So you'll win that. You'll win the support group chart. You will win the, there's two in here, hold on, the thread floss keeper, the thread pack, and the needle minder. So yes, so go back and watch that video. Make sure you're a public subscriber, don't use any of the troll words, and that will be drawn next Friday, just to give everyone else a chance. Okay, thanks, bye.